Hey guys, it's Rachel with Mr. Glitter. I am coming to you today to show you some cool tips and tricks how to achieve a really cool the geometric stained glass mosaic cups that are going around that are super popular. I'm going to show you the way that I achieve them, and maybe you'll pick up some tips and maybe it'll help you create something cool. So I am going to get my screen set up over here and make sure I'm waiting for you guys. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. Hey, Miss Susan. All right, so we're going to bring this over here. Oops. Nope, doop, doop, doop. Oop. Don't save. All right, I want to be able to read the comments and see. This needs to be over here. Cool. Of course. Cannot get that right now. Sorry about that. Hey there, hey there. While we're waiting and getting everything where I can make sure that I'm looking at the camera right and everything, if you would do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't already, go check us out on Instagram and follow us over there. We have a really cool promotion going on with Sculpey right now. You can go and enter it and win a huge prize pack with a combination of us and Sculpey. So it's a bunch of their stuff and tons of glitter. So go check that out. I appreciate it. My shirt says, always be a unicorn unless you can be Rachel. My friend Kathy made this shirt for me. So yeah. So always be a unicorn unless you can be me. I don't know. It was a funny little thing. And she made a couple people this shirt. So I thought it was cool. So, hey guys. All right, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I have been working on different steps of this cup because it is not a quick wham bam thank you ma'am cup. It does take a little bit of time to do, but the results are super, super, super awesome. So this is what we're going to try to achieve. So this is what I did I used a clear cast from Crafty Thrivin', which I've left the link in the description. I'll go back and leave direct links to like the glitter and stuff, but I've left the link in the description for what I'm using, and also there's a coupon code. So before you go and check out over there, make sure you go and click on the link, use the coupon code. That way it'll save you 15% off of anything you want. So we have, if you go check us out on Instagram, we have a promotion going on with Sculpey. They're giving away a huge prize pack. And we contributed to that. So you'll win all kinds of Sculpey stuff plus Mr. Nola stuff. All you have to do is go follow us on Instagram and go follow them and follow a couple little steps. But go check that out because it's a really massive prize pack. Yes. All right. So this is what we're going to go for. This is a 35, 32, I don't know. It's from Steel Magnolia. This is her new Hydro Sport bottle. So it has a regular top on it normally, but these are new. They came out when we were at TumblerCon. So it's a Hydro Sport. It's huge. It's massive. But I don't drink enough water, and so I wanted something that I could like literally lug around, and it's cool. So I'm going to let you look real close. So what we're going to be using, they're called Clear Cast, okay? So it is basically an eco-solvent printed clear vinyl, right? So it's a printed vinyl, but it's clear. So that's why it's called Clear Cast. You can stretch this, you can rub this, you can scratch this. This is not going to scratch off the color or anything. Hey. But so when you put it over glitter, you can see the glitter under the print, right? So this looks like it's, I mean, look, everything is so glitter. Don't look at my face. Let's see if it'll, so you can see each speck of glitter under this clear cast, and it just is super, super sparkly. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Hi. So this is what we're going to try to recreate. So this set is called Tropical Island. So this is a big thing. I wanted to show you just how much I used when I created this. So when you buy a set from over there, you get two 12 by 12 sheets, and then you get I think this is a 3 by 12. And so this is what I have left of that. So almost a little over a half a sheet of this one, and a little over a half a sheet of this one. I've learned a lot since I used this, so now I have a little tip I'm going to show you guys so you can make these go even farther, okay? It comes from Crafty Thriving LLC. All right, her name is Leslie. That's her company, and she's amazing. If you've never used a clear cast before, they're really cool. I don't like decals at all, and these are freaking amazing. Okay, so this is what I used on this, and so that's what we're gonna do. So what you're gonna need when you do this, you're going to need. I start with a glittered tumbler. So this is going to be the same size. This is just a different glitter under here. This is our new white opal that we came out with yesterday. So if you are wanting to see what it looks like under epoxy, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it looks like a real opal. So I'm really excited. So I went ahead and did a lot on this cup because, like I said, these take a long time, and it just takes a long time. So this is what we're going to do. I have this one almost finished. I have this one that is on a curved cup. I wanted to show you guys that it works on a curved cup as well. So we will finish taping off this, and then I will show you how to cut your clear cast for this. And then I'm going to show you a fail. So I had this great idea, right? So this, look how pretty this could have been, right? Way back here, it looks really nice, right? So this was just a plain spray painted cup. Pink. I taped off my sections. I cut my clear cast, my little leopard clear cast, and I was like, oh, you know, it would really, really, really be cool. Yes, Kat, you do epoxy over them. Totally epoxied over them. Is if you did the tack-it. So I'm like, okay, so I put the tack-it on, this, that, and the other. So all you guys wonder, like, oh, your tack-it always is perfect. Wrong. I only show you the perfect ones. No, I'm just joking. I usually just take my time with the tack-it. This one I did not. So let me show you what a fail looks like. So if you look really close, you will see all of my glue lines and all of the places that didn't rub down. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with this. I might just Mod Podge over these little squares and then just put glitter over it. But yeah, so this was going to be really cool. You see how cool that would have been? Like way far over here. It looks really awesome. So, but up close, it's a fail. So I'm gonna turn this into something, but I want you guys to know that you fail. Cups fail all the time. But what the difference is, I don't just be like, oh, I'm done with this. I will turn this into something, and it will be something that's not a fail. So it's okay to fail when you're making cups, because we all have tried something that's like, it worked in our head, and then we went to go work it out, and we're like, eek, that's bad. That's so bad. No, Tony, GlitterCon has been changed to a virtual event due to COVID-19. That we are still under stay-at-home orders until May 16th. And that's just not enough time. I think it's probably going to be extended. We are number 2 in the nation of confirmed cases here in New Orleans. So we will not take the chance, but everything is going to be virtual this year. So, hi, Michelle. Tack-it is, it's Aileen's Tack-it over and over. If you go back and watch our YouTube channel, it's one of our first videos, and it's super cool. This is my go-to when I do holographic glitter or any kind of glitter and I'm in a big hurry, as I use the Tack-it. All right, so I have used this set. This is the set that I'm using for this cup now. This is called Gothic Prom. Super pretty. Look how pretty this is. The teals with the little scullies and these really pretty roses. And then this is the accent piece. So I wanted to see if you guys wanted to help me with this and decide if I have two different ideas to finish this. No, GlitterCon has been sold out since February, but there might be some people that are selling their tickets. So if you go and look in our Facebook group, I think there was someone that was actually looking to sell 2 of their tickets. So you can go search that, and she would probably love if you picked up her tickets. So we don't have any for sale, but we do have some people that are looking to sell their tickets. Okay, so I have used, this is how much I've used. I've used not that much off this sheet and not that much off of this sheet. So these were 12 by 12 sheets. And then this is the accent sheet. So I was going to take the accent and fill the accent in the other squares, right? So I'm like, that's not very big. How do I make sure? How do I make sure that it's going to fit? I'm going to show you a cool trick that I figured out, because I am not very good at imagining angles and all that. I have a roll of parchment paper. It's like tracing paper. Yes, you have to let the tack-it dry before glitter. Yes. Miss Susan, there are some people selling their tickets on in the Facebook group. So just type in GlitterCon and see if someone's selling their tickets. I think someone was selling them yesterday. I don't know if she sold them yet or not. Okay, so this is how we're going to make sure this little piece, I have enough to finish this cup, right? All right, so what should we do? I'm trying not to confuse y'all. Let's stop, pause, rewind. We're going to show you how to do this. We're going to start with our glittered cup. Okay, so this is glittered and it has 1 layer of epoxy. It's not perfectly smooth. That's perfectly fine, but it's smooth about 90%, right? Okay. It's called light opal. All right, so we are going to, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to finish taping off this cup. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I am using a double-sided sticky tape. We normally have it in stock, but it is sold out currently. But it'll be back in stock next week, okay? So I have already started taping this off randomly, and so I will show you how I get to the rest of it. You can stop anytime that you want, and you have to excuse my hands, guys. My hands are totally really bad right now. So I have this double-sided sticky tape. It is, I think it's the 1/4 inch wide. I picked the bigger one for this big cup. This is a True 32 from Steel Magnolia. It kind of resembles a Sonic cup, if you will. Like, really, it has a really tall working space up, and it's small down here. Hi, Leslie. And it's small down here. It's kind of like a Sonic cup, so it'll fit in your cup holder, right? All right, so I have already started taping it off. So I just usually lay the first strip down, and I'm like, okay. Then I take another strip, and I just start forming. I like the triangles, but you can do whatever kind of shapes you want. If you like trapezoids, do those. If you just want to do stained glass, whichever one of geometric, whatever. You're not going to make round shapes because you have straight tape. So it's all going to be geometric or whatever. It's just whatever's pleasing to you, okay? So I'm going to point you down. You might need to get a little bit closer to me. Let me move this keyboard because we know I'm about to get glitter everywhere. Move my phone and move my little thingies over here. And here we go. Let's see. Can you? Oh, that might be too close. Whoa, Nelly. All right, you're too close. There we go. All right, so this is what we're working with. So this is just a True 32, and this actually has Krewe juice on it. This is one of our most popular glitters, Krewe juice. It's gorgeous, and you're going to be able to see the glitter under the clear cast that we're going to use, so I like that, okay? All right, so I have my double-sided sticky tape. This is a 1/4 inch. You can use whichever one you want. The reason why I like to use them a little bit wider is because when I finish them with like the pinstripe. And the pinstripe, all this is a super skinny piece of metallic vinyl. All right, so that's why I like this, because like when you put the pinstripe in between it, kind of gives it a little fancy look. All right. So I've already started creating some of my shapes. So I left off here, and I wanted to make sure that I left plenty so I can show you guys how to do it. You're also going to need a very sharp X-Acto knife. Make sure you have a new blade on it. If not, you're going to work harder than you really need to. You don't have to worry about your tape overlapping because it's a waxy cover. There's like a waxy finish on the back, and so the double-sided tape doesn't stick to each other. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it off, and I'm gonna show you guys how easy, even though that there is a hump here or a lump or a curve or whatever, it's still gonna be all right. All right, so I have this big huge piece here. Hi Donna from Texas. So I want to so here's a point here, so I'm gonna lay that here. I'm going to overlap right here. It's okay. And then I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to follow it down. Now I have created another triangle. I have one here, and then this is another one. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and if you can see where these tapes are together, if you rub your finger on it, you can see where the tape is lumped under there. You just take your X-Acto knife, you run it next to it, and there it's met together, and that's all you have to worry about. So then you go back over here, the first spot that you started, you do the same thing. This is the hardest and longest part of doing this cup. You also want a piece of paper to stick all these little pieces to, or you'll have double-sided sticky tape. Yeah. So this takes the longest to figure this out. So I have this big triangle here. I don't really want the big triangle, so I am going to do a piece here and kind of make this one a smaller one. I'm trying to make sure I stay in the frame. You don't have to cut them all right now if you don't want to. This is just what I'm used to. I'm used to keeping up with it as I lay. This is just a Cricut X-Acto knife. It's has a little lock thing at the end because I never can get my blade to stay in the real X-Acto. It kind of like wiggles all the time. So this has this little button thing that locks, and then when you want to take it out, you push it down, and you just snap another one in. So it's really cool. This glitter is Krewe juice. All right, so, and then I want this one to be a triangle here. So I'm gonna take here and, yep, I didn't like that. I wanna make it here and here. I didn't like that either. So I'm gonna cut this because it lifted a little bit. No big deal. Here. So here to here. Oops. And then when I make sure that I have the shape that I want, I just take my finger and rub it down. You don't have to do this on a glittered cup. I just like this technique with this with these supplies on a glittered cup because it really gives it, it really makes it look like real fancy. And you know we all like fancy cups. I think I only paid like $8 or something for this on Amazon. I mean, it took 2 weeks to get here with Prime. But yeah. All right, so those, I like those. Those are nice little decent sizes, especially when we're going to use the clear cast because that way you can really see the pattern. So this one is kind of really too big, so I'm going to break this one up. I'm going to do one here to here in this little corner here. And then I'll probably break that up again. So even though this is on that little, this little lump, you're fine. If your tape puckers, it's fine because once you put the glitter on top of it, you're not going to be able to see it, okay? Of course, it's easier. I find it's easier to work with a straight-sided cup, but some of your customers like this style cup. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that you can do this on any style cup, not just a straight style. Hey there. All right, so that one's okay. This one needs to be broke up. So I never did the bottom before, but I watched Leslie do one in her group, and she did the bottom, and I really liked the way the bottom came out. So if you look at this one, be prepared. This is a hot mess. This bottom looks a hot mess. So I didn't do the bottom on here, and you don't even want to know. That's why people are like, can I buy that cup? And I'm like, you can't buy this cup looking like this. No. So this is that's why it's my personal cup. So I do like the bottom. I did the bottom on this one, and I think I'm really gonna like the way the bottom comes out. So we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom on this one as well. So this one is all one piece here. So I'm going to just try and figure out which way to make a triangle. So that would be a triangle there. And you don't have to make triangles if you don't want to make triangles. If you want to just make random shapes, make random shapes. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and this is not my technique. I did not invent this technique. There are plenty of people that have been doing this. There are plenty different ways to do this. This is just this is just the way that I figured it out. I have done I've done it every different kind of way. If you want to see some of the examples, this was just with glitter. So I did the same thing, pieced it all off, glittered it with all the different Less Bitter More Glitter collection, and these little patterns are just vinyl. So I did random animal prints in these. So this is just regular black 651, 631. I don't know what. No, 51. I don't know what it is. 651, 631. I don't know. And just I picked random little dots to put the patterns on. So you can do it like that. You don't have to use clear cast. You can just do it with regular glitter and no patterns. So that's how I did this one. I wanted to do this one. This is my MNGkrewe collection on a black base. So you don't even have to put a pattern in it if you don't want. And see what I mean? You don't have to have just triangles. This is a whatever kind of square, you know. But this is just all glitter. So you don't have to do a pattern. You can do something crazy like take a picture and put it on here, and then we all know who that is, right? Please tell me y'all know who that is. Hey there. And then do it really crazy, so many ways on the back, and then put a big fancy fake jewel in it, because nothing is more ridiculous than rainbow tigers and bling, right? So that's ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous. Or you can do it classy, where you just use regular glitter and there's no pattern. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. I just fell in love with the clear cast, and I wanted to show you guys how cool it was. So I've done it every single different way. Yeah, you could do it. You could do it with mica powders if you want to. You can do it with the tack-it method. Just make sure that you actually pay attention on how to put your glue on there. You could do it the tack-it method. You could do it on just a regular spray painted base. You can do it every which way. Rose, what patterns are you talking about? These patterns? I just bought this file off of Etsy. It was called Animal Prints, and I scaled it down to make it fit my my cups and the squares that I had, and then I just cut it on black vinyl and put it on the top of there. Hi, Lee. All right, so let's see. We have, so that was a triangle, and then I have one more here. I'm going to break this one down one time here. And then we will move on to the next step. So if you see that I'm pushing down, I want you to see I'm rubbing it down so you can see the impression of the other tape right there. So all I do is I take my X-Acto knife and I just run it right there. And then I pull it up, and then you have a good connection. That's what we're doing now. This right here, that's what these cups are going to do. We're going to do this, not this pattern because I've already done this, but we're going to do this. Hey there, hey there, hey there. All right, so I think this one is pretty. I like the size of these. This one might be a little big, but that's okay. I think this will be cool. All right, so. All right, so we have it taped off. So our next step is going to be on that cup. I decided I was going to use this set, which is called Over the Rainbow. It's very Lisa Frank and Rainbow, right up my alley. All right, and so this one is called Over the Rainbow. So you get the 12 by 12 rainbow tiger. You get 12 by 12. This looks like fishnet stockings. Very Lisa Frank, 80s, my jam. And then these really cool rainbow clouds. All right, so I am looking at my pattern here, and I have my cup. So what I would do here, the first thing I'm going to do is look at it and be like, whew, I finally got it taped off, because that was the hard part, right? Sorry, I'm thirsty. I have my piece of parchment paper, and I have my Sharpie, right? So Leslie is super smart, and she can just like eyeball this, and she could go, oh yeah, I need a piece like this, and she could go beep, 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 and she can cut it all out. Well, I'm super tightwad, and I want to make sure that my shapes fit, for one, and then I want to make sure I'm getting I'm using every inch of this that I possibly can. So my way of doing this was grabbing a piece of parchment paper, tracing paper, wax paper, whatever kind of thin paper that tissue paper would even work. Something that you can see through, because clearly you can see through this. This is not this is, you know, kind of semi-translucent. I'm going to find the first square, which is going to be this one right here. I'm going to lay my parchment paper down. I'm going to take my Sharpie. I'm fixing to show you guys that I cannot draw a straight line over a straight line. So I am going to trace out this triangle, or this shape. Now I'm going to show you guys. I am not tracing exactly where I want it to cut. I am going to cut, I traced it on the outside of this tape line. Why? Because I want to leave me some room for error, okay? And sure that I'm not cutting it too close, all right? All right, so I'm going to put my cup there. I'm going to keep that square looking at me, because believe me when I tell you, you'll lose the square that you're cutting for. So I'm just going to cut out this piece here with this parchment paper. Again, if you don't want to do this, don't do this. If you think you got it any other way, do whatever way is easier for you. This is actually a foolproof way, because I can't cut a straight line over a straight line. So I have my X-Acto knife. I think I'm going to use, so that's another thing. You can decide the way you want your pattern to go. So you can make this super interesting. So instead of doing like a wrap, so like on this cup, I did these are just 2 patterns that I have on here, but they're going every which way. So it looks very interesting, like no 2 spaces are the same, right? So when you have a continuous pattern like this, it's really cool because you can turn your piece every which way and move it all around, and you're going to get a different cut of this pattern every single time. Okay, so I have my little mat under here, and so I have my super sharp brand new blade. It's not actually brand new. I did it the last time. I might have to change it out. And don't cut yourself. Did I just say not cut yourself? And I freaking did it. All right, and then I'm just going to trace around here. What you can do is you can use, if you have a rotary cutter, you can do that. I'm not allowed to have one of those. I rolled over my thumb once, so we're not going to go there. You can take a Sharpie and trace this around on this paper here, and then cut it out with your scissors. Easy breezy. This is just the way that I'm doing it, okay? Nope, not water slide. This is clear cast as well. This is the same stuff we're using, just a different pattern. Yes, you can, that way you can get every single solitary piece on here. Like, you're not wasting nothing. You are getting all of you're getting the whole thing. All right. So I already lost my, okay. So this is, shoot, where was it? Was it this? Was it this one? This one. Oh crap. See, here we go. This one. All right. So this is my space that I'm using. Okay. My other tool that I use is my weeding pen. So it's an ink pen that doesn't have ink in it. It has a really sharp pointy thing on it. Okay. Is it skipping? Please don't let it be skipping. All right. And then I'm going to use this. I'm going to lift up my piece. Now you can see it is clear, and I am going to fit it over my space here. I'm already in love. And I'm going to press it down into my little space. Now, don't worry about it sticking to anything, because like us, tape is waxy, okay? So this is not going to stick. So I just want to lay it down, and I'm gonna smush it down, squish it down, and you're gonna be able to see, you see where you can, because it's clear, you can see where the tape is. So then you're gonna take your X-Acto knife, let's see if I can, down here, and you're going to cut on the inside of your triangle. Thank you. All right, and so then you're just going to cut this down. We're gonna run your knife, which I think I'm gonna have to change my blade because I've done a couple cups with this already. On the inside of that tape, and then you're going to lift it off right to there, and now you have this cool pattern on the inside of this tape line, and because it's clear, you can see the glitter under it. Now, do you see how that sparkles? All right, so you also can see an air bubble. Guess what? Who cares? This, you're going to take this pen, this little, or the point of your X-Acto knife, whatever, something pointy, a stick pin, a sewing needle, whatever you have. You don't have to buy any special tools or anything like that. And if you see a bubble, you just poke it. You get better at doing this and get less bubbles as you work it out. but these bubbles will not be seen once you epoxy it because it's going to be bling bling in your face and you're not going to know. So there you go. There's your first thing. This is called Clear Cast. This is available at Crafty Thriving LLC, and it is a clear it's basically like a clear vinyl. The packs she has some that are printed on white, but the ones that we're using, all of these are translucent, okay? So this one is called, this pack with these 3 colors, these 3 sheets is called Over the Rainbow, okay? Yeah, so you can use it as regular vinyl if you want to. You can use it, you can cut your name out on it, you can do a whole wrap around a cup if you want to. It's versatile. It's just like any other kind of pattern vinyl, with the exception this ink on here that's printed will not fade, it will not scratch, you cannot rub it, it will not crack. The color's not coming off of here. The only thing you can't do is take alcohol to it. I think that's what she said, alcohol. Yes, it is in the description, Edith. If you look in the description, I posted the link to in the description. And make sure you use the code mrnolasglitter, because you get a discount if you do that. So all of these sets that she has are translucent. All right, so there you go. We have one square, right? So let's see what else. We're going to go to the next one. I throw these away because I will confuse the snot out of myself, and I will use the same one twice. So I want to go here. Let's see. I'm going to take this big one right here and do the zebra one. So I'm going to take I'm going to lay parchment paper down. I am going to take my marker and mark my little piece. All right, I'm going to keep that looking. I'm going to figure out which way I want my vinyl, which way I want this one to go. I think I'm going to do it this way. So make sure you don't have this under here, is I like to use the edge of my vinyl here so I don't have to cut that again. So I'll cut this out. I'll cut this shape out. So this is what I was telling you guys. This is not a really quick cup. The results are super fantastic, okay? It's super cool. So I think that right there. So I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and bam, here. And here. Again, if you want to measure this, if you can measure angles and all this other baloney, you can do it that way. Whichever floats your boat. This is what I found that works really easy for me. There are more than one way to skin a cat. So this is my little pattern that I have here. All right. So I know that this is going here. And if you notice, I made it a little long. I'm going to wrap the vinyl over the inside of this cup. And when I get the file, I'll show you how to do that. So, Jerry, you might be. Dun, dun, dun. You might. All right. So the good thing about this is this stuff is super stretchy too. So if you find that you have a whoopsie and you cut it a little bit too short, you can really stretch this. It is very stretchable and pliable, so it can actually go along with, like, you cannot mess up, guys, I swear. All right, so I wanted to make sure that my whole square or space is, I see one little bubble, so I'm going to take my little pen, stab it, bubble gone. So here we're going to wrap this into our cup like this. It's conforming to the edge of our cup. Whenever we're finished, I'm going to take a metal file and I'm going to file this in like this and cut this piece off. Yes, we do sell these pins. They're called vinyl weeding tools or something. All right. So then I'm going to, there's my spot here. So then I'm just going to do the same thing. You can see the outline here. You want to cut on the inside of your shape. Sorry if you guys can't see it. I had to turn it towards me. All right. Look at that. Peels right off. And then on the inside here, we're just gonna cut this down here. And it's wrapped around my finger. And there is your next spot. So we have this one and this one. So you're like, okay, that's cool. But now these can go a different way. So, and they're in a different part of the page. So nothing is going to look the same. So even if I did just this one over and over and over, I would just twins every which way and it would look like really cool. Even though it's just one pattern, it's going all different ways and you get to use like all the different colors in it. You know what I'm saying? Crystal, maybe we never know. Mr. Nola is always looking for goodies to add. I like to carry things that I use a lot. So that's why we got these little pins. I had a couple that I had gotten, I don't know, many years ago, but I'm down to one and I can't keep up. So now I have them. All right. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to put this one to the side. We're going to bring this one back out. We'll do this big spot here with this one. All right, so I got my parchment paper, my marker. So remember I said I'm not tracing the exact shape because I wanted to overlap this tape a little bit, so I have plenty of room for error, right? So you see it's kind of in the middle of that tape, right? Making sure that stays looking at me. Oops. I'm gonna cut out my glitter pattern. All right. So this one is going this way. I think it doesn't really matter. So I see where that was. That was this. This is gonna go, we'll cut that here. Or I can cut it here and use less vinyl. So it's kind of like a puzzle where I want to use the less, I want to put it all together, so I use less of it. You see what I'm saying? So I'll just maneuver it around. Of course I can cut it here and then I'll have that. Maybe I'll do that. But that's the reason, so I can really utilize like every little piece of this vinyl. And I told you guys a million times, I can't cut a straight line over a straight line, so that's why. This is Krewe juice. This is Krewe juice on this cup. All right, so this is, see this one here. So this pattern here was going up, so now this pattern is going sideways. So how cool is that? Watch. Peel it off, or you use your little poke thing. You can use this on just a spray painted cup. But I really love the look of this clear cast over glitter because it just takes on a whole new look. So I don't really want this to lay over there. So I'm just going to snip it just a little bit just to be on the safe side. All right, get off my finger. So I'm going to push it all down. Have one little bubble there. That's okay. I'm stabbing it. It's good. Maybe one right there. If you want to reposition that, you can. I don't sweat it. I just make sure that really hard down on my tape line here because I want it to be a good seal, and then I want to be able to see it. Okay. So and then I'm just following my tape line, removing the excess, and we'll have our pattern base right there. And see how easy this is? It picks up off this tape because this tape is you have to make sure you finish cutting it. This tape is waxed, so you don't have to worry about it sticking. And then you just excess. Bam. So now you have that going that way. If I can get this tape off of me. All right, so this one's going like this way, this one's going this way, and you wouldn't even know it was the same piece because it's two different spots of this page, right? So it's this color over here going that way, and it's this color over here going that way. So like even if you use one piece, like even if I've said I'm just going to use one piece, you can still make it look totally unique, not like anyone else's, because you're just going to turn your little cutouts different angles and put it on your cup like that. Crew Juice is a custom mix that was created by our friend Annika, and it has 7 different cuts of glitter and colors in it, and it's a 0.015 0.008 mix. 504 is an ultra fine mix, so it's similar because it's a white opal, but it's 2 totally different colors. Yes, so there's one that's called Here Kitty Kitty, and it's like all the tiger prints. It's super cute too. Yes. All right, so we can, so this is what we can want to keep doing this, or do we want to finish this one? Tell me where you guys want to do. You want to keep just watching me do this one, the rainbow, or the rainbow, or the skulls? You guys tell me what you want. And then I have the clouds that I'll add because I have just a small piece of the clouds. I'm going to wait to add the clouds in some smaller spots. Rainbow, skulls, your choice. All right, well, let's do a couple more rainbows. Let's see. I love the way it's looking where because they're all different ways. So right here, maybe I'll put a cloud right here. So I have my parchment paper, skulls, rainbow. Oh my God, y'all, let me just work and then we can get them. Maybe we can do them both. I don't know. We don't want this to be too long. I want people to be able to watch it and see what we do. All right, so there's that. So this is very important to follow on this smaller piece because I don't want to run out of this smaller piece. Right? So, where was this going? Right here? Right here. All right. So, cool. I'm going to utilize every single square inch of this one. I am not mucking it up and wasting it. So, right there. Cut the corner off. I feel like that's a good start, right? So that's going to be right there. I love that it looks so vibrant on this paper, and you're like, oh, but it kind of like mutes the vibrancy, but it picks up the glitter, so it makes it just that much more. All right, so I have pressed it down next to my tape. Bam. Look at that. Oop, don't get on there. So that's the little cloud. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. All right, so this one we're going to put tiger stripes. So I'll grab my paper here. I'm going to make sure it's big enough to trace my spot. Sharpie. Yes, I use double-sided sticky tapes for the lines. I'll go back and do that last. The last thing that I do before I put my first coat of epoxy is do the lines. All right. So, wait a minute. Let me make sure. Oops, where did that go? Here. Here, here, here. It goes all the way up. Okay, so that's. All right, so this is going to be the tiger spot is going up and down, so I'm going to try to cut this one in a different angle. Also, something that you want to pay attention to if you're using parchment paper, watch what side you draw your lines on. I say this because the first one that I did, I flipped it over and traced it, and I couldn't figure out what square it fit on, and I wasted a piece of my vinyl, and it really made me sad. So this is going up, and this is going this way. So we want to do it. I'm gonna go down here because I have a piece over here. Donna, I have none, but I don't really want to get my tape wet. The wet method would work if you could control it, but I really don't want to get my double-sided tape wet. So that's the reason I use the wet method a lot when I'm using when I do big pieces. But because I don't want to get my tape wet, I'm not using the wet method on this one. Okay, so I do like the wet method when I put most of my decals on, though. Especially when it's the bigger decals, or when I'm using any kind of clear. Oops, that's too long. I don't want it to stick. Okay. Get off of there. All right. So again, I am just stretching this over the top of my cup, it around, making a really tight seal. That's the good thing about this clear cast, is it stretches. There's a lot of give to it. I just want to make sure there's no wrinkles in it. There is a wrinkle right there, but again, I don't stress. That's why I don't sell my cups. If you get a wrinkle, you can reposition, or you can just not worry about it. Oh, that would be fun. I know we have some custom earrings coming in that I've been working with a supplier I really liked the dangly earrings. Even though I don't wear them, I like to make them. My mom wears them. So I like to make the earrings. Alrighty. There's a bubble, so I just stab my bubble, and I have a wrinkle there. Yeah, I got it out. All right, so this tiger stripe goes that way, this one goes this. So far this is what we have. So I think I'm gonna do the cloud right here. This cup is my cup that Bridget made me. It has the pastel rainbow on it, of course. I love it. I have a little spot right there that's overlapping my tape, so let me grab that. It's gonna annoy me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I really like how it's waxy. Nothing sticks to it. I like that it doesn't stick to each other. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna do, okay, so let me make sure I'm picking up my mess here. I'm not getting myself confused. I think I'm gonna do the clouds on this. Might need another piece. Let me get another piece of parchment paper. Huh. Yeah, I forgot about the part being able to stretch it and manipulate it. All right, so this is marker. And y'all, parchment paper is super cheap. You can get a roll. I got this at the Walmarts like so long ago. I've used it when I do t-shirts. I've done it. It's like one of those things that you're like, parchment paper, what the heck do you use parchment paper for? Everything crafty. Every crafty girl uses parchment paper for something. All right, so there is my shape for my cloud. And it's really cool to bake cookies on, believe it or not. I never have been one to use it for cookies until recently. And it's perfect for cookies. So you can do crafty or you can do snacky. Crafty or snacky, whichever. People used to use it to make stencils out of it too. Back before there was all kinds of ways to make stencils, you could cut stencils. You could put it on your Cricut mat and cut stencils and paint on it or something. Yeah, it's like one of those things. All right, so making sure I utilize every little square of this. Maybe, nope. I guess this is going to be the spot that I use. Right here. Make sure I'm cutting it right. Oh, I was gonna be so mad. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm gonna figure out how I put this on here. Nope. Yep. Alright, so those clouds are actually gonna go right. This vinyl is from Crafty Thrivin' LLC. It is it's a clear cast vinyl. Oh no, there's something dirty under there. Don't do that. And I look like I wasted a little bit of this one. Son of a. I could have made that stretch a little bit and saved a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. just don't want to run out of this one. Whoops. Almost cut that sucker too short. Like, ooh, close. So now I'm going to stretch it and fold it into my cup. Pull it really tight. Oh, right there too. So look how it conforms to the edge of your cup. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it like really can, like you can't even tell that it's vinyl. So we're going to clean this up with a metal file. No, you can use, honey, you can use whatever glitter that you want. Oops, that's a little short right there. I know that, Leslie has used all kinds of colors under it. I haven't ventured out into it. I'm going to pull that up and stretch it just a tad. Now look. So it was short and now it's not short. Bum, bum, bum. No, I'm ignoring you, Melissa. I didn't miss your dibs. I ignored it. You can do whatever color that you want. I just like the way that's, maybe I'll have to try one with a darker color. So there we go. We have some clouds right there. Night. It's rainbow. Y'all, the reason why I say denied, it's because they're so far from perfect. And I just can't consciously see me giving it to someone because, you know I tell you guys, y'all are your own worst critics, but I don't know. I keep them in the shop and people come by and look at them. They're like, oh, I've seen you do that on the thing. Does it re-stick and stay when you pull it up? Yes, it does. It's super sticky. So I just lifted that one spot and I laid it back down and covered that spot and it's good to go. It's super sticky. All right, so I'm gonna looka. Looks like here we need, so this is where I would try to find some way to mark this. I don't think I can write on here. This is zebra. Nope, it's not marking on there. Do not do that. Oh, now it's gonna stick. Whatever. All right, so we would just continue. So I'm telling you, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make a cup in 30 minutes. That is not the case. But when you get done, when you're finally done, you're looking at it and you're like, oh, I made something fancy. So fancy. Let's see. So we can go with this one next. Let's do this one on a curve. I'm going to show you guys how to do it on a curve. All right. So this one is going to be the fishnet one. All right. Make sure my shape is right. We're gonna see. So it's on this one, on the curve. I better not mess this up because this is a big piece. I'm gonna cut it just a little bigger. Just a little bit for error. Over here, I'm going to bring back this baby. As Under the Sun Crafts. I don't know, Jerry. I don't. Are you talking about this? I've never heard of Under the Sun. What do you wipe it since it's being touched so much? I don't. Jules, I've never had an issue. I don't normally wipe any of my cups down. I'm horrible You guys are like, all these rules, and I'm like, rules out the window. I don't, Jules. I don't. So, yeah. You could wipe it off with like a microfiber. Wouldn't spray alcohol on it. You don't, because alcohol will alcohol or acetone will eat it. But which one did I say it was? On this curve. So this is cool. It's going this way here, and so this one will go up and down. Oh, okay, cool. Yes. Then yes. All right, cool. Yeah, so you don't want to use alcohol on your clear cast because it will take the ink off of it. Just like you wouldn't use alcohol on a water slide, you're not going to use alcohol on this. All right, so this is what you're like, oh my God, we're going to go on a hump. That's all right. That's where this stretching of this comes, because I'm going to pull it and lay it, pull it and lay it, squish it down, pull it, lay it, stretch it. As long as I don't have a wrinkle inside of my triangle, I'm good, and I do not. So you just yank it. I know I cut a little bit too big. Dang it. So I just pull, stretch when I go over a hump, and you're good to go. And then I just make sure that it's really laid down, like so. Bam. This is cool. No, we're talking about over this. You can't wipe alcohol over your clear cast. Once it's epoxied, you can, but not over your clear cast before you epoxy. So see? Right over the hump, the lump, no wrinkles, no bubbles, no nothing, right over that lump. And that looks pretty fancy. Looka. That is sexy. All right, so looks like Tiger is next. We're gonna move this. Bring our Tiger back. Wow. So the Tiger is gonna go right here. I'm gonna grab me a... Oh, sorry. No, this is just regular. This is a regular glitter based with epoxy over it. The difference between clear cast and water slide. Water slide is very, water slide is like a film, I guess you would say. And it's kind of, help. Leslie, explain the difference between the water slide and the water slide and the clear. So this is a vinyl. So this is very sturdy. This is not, it looks cool like water slide because it's clear and you can put it on similar to water slide and you won't have any bumps or anything like that. But that's the far as the similarities go. This is a really strong vinyl. Printable vinyl. All right. It will not crack. It will not fade. It will not scratch. it will not tear. You can be brutal with it. You can stretch it. You can manipulate it. You can handle it. You can lift it. You can relay it down, and it's still, you're still going to get, it's still going to work. Let me make sure this is the right piece. So we're going to go back. We're going to go over this hump right here. All right, and we're going to do tiger. Here's, we're going this way. I think I want this tiger to go this way. So we're going to turn it down here, here, here. Bazinga zanga. Yeah. What's the name? What's the name of what? What's the name of this set? This set is Over the Rainbow. Right, so this zebra print is super fun. All right, so I'm going all the way to my lump, my lovely lady lump, or whatever, and then I'm going to pull, stretch, press. I'm stretching it as I go down and pressing it as I go down to the end of this little spot. And you have no bumps, no lumps, no anything, and it lays perfectly flat over that area. See? And then you're just going to cut out inside of your tape line and get some of that pull off of there. Oops. Oops. So I messed that up. That's all right. That's why. That's why it's for me. Get on there. There we go. And again, it's right over that lump, that hump, that lump. Leave out the punctuation. It's Mr. Nola's glitter. Yes. So there it is over the lump. There's my tiger stripe. And so this tiger stripe's going up and down. This one's going this way. I messed up. Don't look too close. We're just going to keep on going. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Clear coat to guarantee the most shine. Yes. So I didn't, so some of these, this is not a perfectly smooth cup because I do so many coats of epoxy. I wanted to just do a flood coat, and I don't like them really thick. So I do have some imperfections on my cup, but I promise you, excuse me, you will not be able to see it. All right. So, let's see. Next is what? Is the, I want to use, we're going to go back to, let me see where else I'm going to put this tiger print. I guess this tiger print's going to go right here too. Ooh. Right over that lump. All right. Can you have music on YouTube? I don't know. I never had music on YouTube yet. Like hanging out. So it's going this way. Is it gonna fit? Burly. Right here. Can y'all see that? Alright. Okey-dokey pokey. And that goes here. Bam. Alright. Thanks. Alright, so we're going to go over that little hump. This is just a little hump. So I am, if you see here, I'm pulling it. You can see where it looks like it's changing. So I'm pulling it and rubbing my finger back and forth and making sure that down. I don't care if I have wrinkles on the outside of that tape line. I don't want any wrinkles on the inside of the tape line. And I have a bubble. That's okay. This little stabby thing, and we're good to go. Look at that. So that was a little lump. All right. Y'all look at her new, she's got, Leslie just put some new ones on there. There's a rose one that as soon as I get done and I can, and I get to shopping, I'm getting that rose one. I have so many ideas for that rose one. I have a failed cup that I did like 2 years ago, and I don't really like roses. I don't know why, but I found like a scrapbook paper that had like this mint green and had roses on it, and I was like, oh, I could do like some kind of decoupage on a tumbler. Girl, you cannot. So don't do it. Don't decoupage on your cup because it don't look right, and it sits over there and looks at you, glares at you from the cup graveyard. Girl, don't do that because it looks bad. It looks real bad. And look, I messed up right here. Look, I cut it too short right there. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna extend my line out a little bit. You're never gonna know. Oh, you got to get the rose one, the new rose one. Oh, and she's got some world map ones. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. And I have a few other ones that I love too. You have to get Trapper Keeper because that one's really pretty. It's more rainbows. I'm gonna go to this one next. This one next. And find me a piece of pie. All right. The world map ones are gorgeous. It seems like it would be such an elegant cup to make, like such a prim and proper cup. I don't know. It's like totally not my anesthetic, but I want it just because I think it would be really, really pretty. And I think I almost just cut with these scissors. All right, so where's this going? Here, right? So which way do I want this to go? Any way that saves this vinyl. Ooh. Yep. Oh, dang. So close. We'll go right here. Oh, I didn't know there was a grab bag option. Why didn't I do that? That's what I'm doing on my next one, is a grab bag option. Okay. Ooh, let's see which way this goes. Here. That's gonna look cool right there. All right. Whoop. So that barely goes over that little lump. That one wasn't hard. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, doing this. I know this is typically a little longer than my normal life, but at least you'll be able to fast forward and see what you need to see. But I just wanted you to know that it's not a quick process. but you get really cool results with it. And it's just kind of fun. Don't worry about that being a little short. Don't worry about that. You worry about yourself. You worry about yourself. Yes, we did get some of these came in our bag from TumblerCon. Those were the clear, they looked like water slide, but they were not. They were actually decals. I think there was a card in there too. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do the zebra on this spot here. I'm not cooking tonight, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of this quarantine. That's what we call it around here, quarantine. And I'm tired of cooking. Tired of it. I don't want to eat anything that I have to cook anymore. I don't want to eat anything out of my dang kitchen. I want to go somewhere. I want to have somebody bring me my plate. I want somebody to refill my drink. Is that bad? I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. I just want really good food that I don't have to cook. For the love of goodness gracious, I don't want to cook it. Don't make me cook it anymore. Ooh, Cosmic Zoo. Ooh, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I just don't want to cook any dang more. I don't want to. You can't make me. And I've already said I'm not cooking tonight. I cooked last night. But I don't know. Mr. Noel thinks he has to eat like every freaking day. Ugh. And he's not really one to eat leftovers. He's not a leftover kind of guy. He's like, oh, we ate that once. He doesn't warm up chicken. Ugh. Oh, Amanda, me either. Because guess who doesn't clean the kitchen? Mr. Nola. For real, for real. Oops. See? Okay, so see, I had that wrong. I lifted that up. Easy breezy. It's still super sticky. Just as sticky as it was the first time I laid it down. I just had it positioned wrong. I don't want to cook no more. And a bowl. And not be scared to see people. Does that make sense? I had to go to Walmart yesterday for coffee creamer. Good grief. So look how cool. So this one's going this way, this one's going that way. Even if you put them right next to each other, you can't really tell because they're all different colors. I love this stuff so much. Oh, we're going to put one right here too. So this one's going to be a zebra one. That looks weird. So do any of you guys watch Empire? We have any Empire fans in here? Talk to me. So that looks good right about there. Yeah, the whole time I was in Walmart, I'm like watching people judging them horrible of me. And I'm like, why are you touching that? Are you buying that? Don't touch it if you're not going to buy it. Is that horrible? That's so bad. I'm like, quit touching that. Quit touching that. And then when I picked up something, I was like, oh my gosh. How many people touched this before me? It really, we normally have our groceries delivered to us. We haven't left our compound. which is either our store or our house, and neither has our crew. We've made sure that everyone gets their stuff delivered. They take good care once they get their stuff delivered to make sure to disinfect. We're trying to make sure that everyone stays healthy here. But you have to go and get the good stuff. Okay. Martha, your order is probably in a truck already. What time is it? 4. Yeah, they've already picked up. Your order has been picked, packed. It's already on a truck heading to the post office. We ship same day. All right. Son of a bleepity bleep. Oh, my nails are so sore from taking off them nails, my other fingernails. I couldn't think about now. All right. So look at that. Cool, cool, cool. Those kind of look the same. Those kind of the same colors. I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. Oh, Leslie. Oh, I'm sorry, Martha. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm answering. I thought you were talking to me. All right. So let me pick up some of these papers and get me another piece. All right. This is some more of these papers. Yeah, because you can just lift it up. It stays super sticky. You're not going to mess it up. They say super, super sticky. And you don't have to mess with like the Mod Podge or anything like that. Oh, that's scary, Misty. All right, so where are we going next? I think we need a cloud. We're almost finished. We're getting towards the bottom, y'all. I'm so excited. All right, so we need a cloud. Oops, we're going to put a cloud on this hump and a cloud on that hump. We're going. I was going to say something, but no. I was going to say we're going to hump the clouds, but we're not going to hump the clouds. We're going to put the cloud on the hump. How about that? Ham and bean soup. That sounds good. All right, so we're going to put a cloud on this hump. Oops, roll away. My cup is rolling away. All right, so this is going to be a big hump. Don't mess this up, because this, if I waste this much of that, my cloud piece, I'm going to be real mad. So, pay attention, Rachel. All right. So, make sure this is cut right. Yep, so we're going to stretch it and put that over here. All right, so move this out of the way. Good gravy. Look at that. Whoop! All we have to do is make one cut. Look at that. Oh, my hand slipped. Ooh, tamales. That sounds good. Okay. So these little clouds are gonna go here. Oh, dang it. All those colors look the same. All right. So we're gonna go over the lump. So because there's more on the bottom than the top, I'm gonna start at the bottom and stretch up to the hump. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but that's what we're gonna do. It's like the right thing to do. So just like if I was going from the top, I'm just going to get it to where I need to go. And then I'm going to start stretching over that hump. Stretching and pulling and pressing and stretching. Bam. right over that hump. I don't have any wrinkles on the inside of my space. I do have some on my tape line. I don't care. Right there on my tape line. Don't care. And that was pretty easy. Oops. Get that off of there. Quit pulling. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I need to change my blade real quick because this one keeps pulling. Nope. Nope. My gosh. Yeah. All right. Let me change. Thank you. My friend Kathy made this for me. All right. So there's some clouds. It's going a little opposite way. Kind of cool. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me change this blade out. Because it's snagging and it's just making me mad. So, let's see. Oh, did y'all see that stick in the table? That was, oh, I don't have foil. I should, wait, how do you do this now? Bam. Okay. And cool. All right. Yes. Now I got a sharp blade. This is vinyl. All right, so we have those clouds there. I'm going to put another cloud here. So I'm going to take my paper. It's going to go on the hump. Ooh. I told you guys I can't draw a straight line over a straight line. I told you. Alright, so let me make sure this fits here, here. Cool. Alright, and my cup's just rolling. Looks good, right? Don't matter. Works. Let's see how much easier. Hi, Madonna. It's alright. We just, oh yeah, look. It cuts like butter now. I should have done that 30 minutes ago. I'm like, no, I don't need to change it. It's good. It's like butter. So much better. Alright, so this is going to go over this little lump. We're going to do bottom to top again because just feels right. So, if you see, I'm pressing it down until it starts to go to the hump, and then I'm pulling, stretching, pressing. Pulling, stretching, pressing. It goes over that lump perfectly. Let's see how easy it is to cut now with a sharp blade. Holy bananas. I should have done this 30 minutes ago. Well, there we go. Alrighty. So we got 1, 2, 4, 5 left. So I think this needs the fishnet here. So here. Right there. Now, if I don't keep an eye on the spot that I'm cutting for, I lose it, and I don't know. It shouldn't be that hard to find the spot that the vinyl goes in, but sometimes I have a hard time. I'm not sure what it's called. Leslie, what's the one with the world map called? Let me get away from those colors. Let me come over here and get these. All right, do not cut yourself with this super freaking sharp blade this time. Oh, look at that. It's like butter. If you go to all products and then put them by newest to oldest, you'll see it the first or second page. Journeys and destinations. Okay, cool. Okay. So this one is that little bitty lump right there. So again, we're going to go from bottom to top. So we can stretch it. See how easy that was to lift up, y'all? And it's still plenty sticky. So I have it laid down as far until we get to the curve, and then I'm taking it and I am stretching, pulling, pressing. Bam. Perfectly over that hump. And then that to relieve that pressure. There we go. Bam. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We're gonna do another. So right here, we're gonna do the fishnet that's going around that bottom. I don't know what kind of shape this is, but let's see. I think it's that way. Not sure. Where did this go? Here? Here, here. Yep, need to cut it just a tiny bit bigger. Sorry. Oops. All right, so I don't know what kind of shape this is. I'm just going to cut it a little bit bigger. This might not be a triangular shape. This is a weird shape. Okay. So here, ew, I like the way that's looking. Yeah, Rachel gone. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to wrap it around the bottom of the cup. Super easy, just like you would at the top. All right, see, don't like that. There was a bubble. I lifted it up. pressing it down. No more bubble. Oh, there's one there, but lifted it up again. You can lift it up as many times as you want. As long as you're not contaminating the back, it's still going to be sticky. Okay, I have this little piece right here that this is going, so I'm just going to stretch it over the end. Pull, stretch, just like you were going over the hump or lump right there, the same way when you're going across the bottom or the top. And it's going to adhere to the bottom of your cup, and just like if you were going over the lump, the curve, the modern curve, or the, I don't know, the curve of your cup or whatever else you're putting it on, water bottle or whatever. I don't know why anybody wants to work on anything besides a straight-sided cup, but you know, I just wanted to show you guys that it could be done. I'm super spoiled to the straight-sided cups. I like the way they look. I like the way they design. I like the way they I like the way they feel in my hand. Them. All of my cups are the straight-sided ones. Bam, bam, bam. So see, wrapped all the way around the bottom of that cup. Bazinga. I love how these all go different patterns and stuff. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, so tiger is, all of these need to be a flippin' tiger maybe. This needs to be a tiger for sure. Back to the tiger. All right, this big spot, that's basically all on the bottom of the cup. Let's see if I can, this is the first time I did this. Weird. Yeah, I think they design better. The straight-sided ones, they're easier to work with. They're easier to teach on. When I do classes, I like, when we do classes here in the store, I like to teach on the straight-sided ones too. I don't know what I did there. Let's see if that's gonna work. You can always contact her and have her make you a custom pattern as well. She loves custom patterns too. Ooh, this is too little, maybe. Let's see, here, here. I'm gonna need to cut it just a little bit bigger. I don't trust myself. This is not enough. Oh, this is what. Good thing it's on a piece that I have enough of. Hey, Dana. We have been on here a minute, I guess, huh? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Welcome to the crazy show. We're just piecing some stuff together. All right, so not real sure which way this goes, but I'm feeling this is going to be a lot of extra on this one, but it was a weird wrap around the bottom. Do not put your finger in front of the blade. Don't do it. Just don't do it. The code is not working. Use all capital letters. Mr. Nola's Glitter, all caps, no punctuation. Try that. That should work for you. All right, so this is this big weird wonky spot down here. Right here. Okay. So it's going to be fun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so pressing it on the bottom. So I always like to stretch over where I have more of the vinyl touching the cup. I like to do there to the other side. Does that make sense? So I can stretch and pull and press. Stretch, pull, and press when you're going over humps, lumps, bottoms of your cup, whatever. So I have a little wrinkle here, which it just might be what it is. But I lifted it up. I think I took most. As long as so I have a little wrinkle here. So I undid it and stretched it some more. Now that wrinkle is gone. As long as your wrinkle is on your tape and not on the inside of your shape, you're good to go. Let me cut this and pull that. There we go. All right. Anybody else having problems with the code? Maybe copy and paste it and see if that works. Ooh. Two more spots, guys. We could do it. So see, wrapped all the way around that cup. That too, if I do say so myself. Okay. All right, so we got two more spots. I could do a cloud and, oop, don't lift. No. Lay back down. So I'm going to do a cloud and a fishnet. So two more spots, and then I'll show you how we finish the lines. And y'all have seen it. It only took half of our life, but it's going to be worth it. Promise. It's going to be worth it. Sharpie. Does that go over the bottom? It does. Dang nabbit. Okay. So I'm going to do a cloud, right? Cloud? Yes, cloud there. Cloud, cloud, cloud. The cloud. Scissors. All right. Looks like, well, maybe here. Oh, look. I can use less of it here if I do it this way. I'm so glad that the parchment paper. Nope. Let's see. That ain't long enough. Let's see. So I can really make sure I utilize all of my PC parts. Yeah. All right. So this one's the cloud right here. Again, it's going to wrap over the bottom, so I'm going to put it on the, I'm going to start on the side that it has more contact surface contact with. So when I'm pulling, stretching, pressing, it's already stuck, and I don't have to worry about it like lifting up when I'm pulling, pressing, stretching. Okay. One more spot. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Home stretch, guys. Home stretch. Maybe one of the girls are still here, so I can see if they can come epoxy my cup for me. I can't epoxy today. My fingers are raging. Oh, did I just break that? I think I did. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't good. The code is for the Crafty Thriving website, where I get my clear cast that I'm using to do this tutorial, and you save 15% if you use the code mrnolasglitter. She has some amazing prints, including this one, which is called Over the Rainbow. Right, one more spot, guys. We have, what is that gonna be? That's gonna be fishnet. Fishnet, fishnet, fishnet. All right. One more piece of parchment. So this is a weird shape. I don't know what shape this is. It's definitely not a triangle. It's a something, not a triangle. It is something, not a triangle. Maybe it's triangle-ish. Triangle-esque. Oh, Jennifer, I don't know. That's another reason why I don't sell my cups, because I would say $1 million. No. You just have to put in your, you have to figure out your cost, figure out your time, because time is money. I want you guys to all know that. So, I mean, cast I paid $25 for. Of course, I'm going to get more than one cup out of it. But, and then my cup, my supplies, my epoxy. I really don't know how to price my stuff. I usually, and I cut that too short. I usually don't. I don't know. Maybe someone else that's more versed in that can help. Where did it go? Here. It just needs to be a little bit bigger. Marker. This is Clearcast Crafty Thriving LLC. I have the link in the description, and we are just doing one of those mosaic, geometric-y, stained glass types of cups. So I've done them with glitter. I've done them with just glitter. I've done them with vinyl, and so this is just another thing. They're all printed, and so you're gonna get a really cool thing when you get done. And we're almost done, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when we glitter. Well, no, let's come over here. Okay, so there we go. It's not a quick cup, but like I said, when you get done with it, you're going to be like, ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. Thriving like that with a VIN apostrophe. I use Stone Coat epoxy. Alrighty, so all of it. Again, I'm going to stretch, press, stretch and press, stretch, press, pull over the ends here. So it's over the end of this cup here. It's a little tricky, but once you start working with this clear cast vinyl, you see how forgiving it is. I mean, you can stretch the snot out of it and your color does not fade. It does not, like if you're stretching, like if you normally stretch like a balloon or something and it has an image on it, when you stretch it, the image gets distorted. Not on this. Like I stretched the snot out of it and you cannot even tell. She's got lots of stuff besides the clear cast. I love all of her decals. I use them on my cups if I put decals on them. I don't like decals. I hate cutting decals. I don't want people to put decals on their pretty art. So that's another reason why I don't like to sell my cups, because people want to put decals on them and then I have to use my vinyl machine. And I don't wanna. Bam. Looka. All right, before I show up my mess, so we're not, when we go to get busy on the fun stuff, the mess is, I want to show you how much vinyl we have left. All right, I'm gonna close this so I don't cut myself. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, let's see if we can, you want to really get it. Look how pretty. It's every single pattern, every single way. No two squares or triangles or spots are the same. Look how glittery it is, because we used the glitter base. So all of that pattern looks like it's glitter. And so we had two 12 by 12 sheets. So we have half of one left and probably half of another, and still our 4-inch. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way because I don't want to get glitter on that. And we're going to pull the tape and we are going to glitter it so I can get someone to put this on her for me tonight. All right, 10 over a geode. Okay, cool. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I use this handy dandy pokey thing. All right, I am going to use Purple Haze Junior because hello, it's purple and it's very opaque, so it's going to cover perfectly in between there. And then I'm just going to start pulling my tape off so we can get the glitter. We can get glitter on our lines. All right. This little pokey thing, this little pen vinyl weeding tool is perfect for getting the backing off the sticky tape. I just poke it and lift like this. Oops. Watch where you're grabbing it. So put your hand in it. Alrighty. So if you didn't want to put a dark color on here, you didn't have to. You could put whatever color that you want as your lines. If you don't want to use double-sided sticky tape, you could use another tape to tape areas, your sections, to create your pattern, and then glitter in between. Then after you're done putting your clear cast and your spots like this, then you could go back and Mod Podge your lines if you wanted to. I just do the double-sided sticky tape because it's easier for me. I hate Mod Podge. Mod Podge hates me, and I hate Mod Podge. So I try to do whatever I can not to use it. I call it the devil's glue. I don't like it. Sometimes you have to use it for different techniques, but if I can figure out a way to do it without, all right, I've done right here. If I can figure out a way. Fran, it comes from Crafty Thriving LLC. I didn't cut this little spot right here, and it's weird. There we go. I'll have a link in the description so you guys can go look at what she offers. And then there's also a coupon code. If you use Mr. Nola's Glitter, you save 15%. So I think that's it. Oh, let's see, one more. Where'd it go? Here we go. All right, so I should have had a chunk. So then this is the fun part. Bum, bum, bum. Washi tape. Yes, you could use washi tape too. So any kind of tape. You don't double-sided sticky tape if you don't have it. Use what you have. And then this is Purple Haze Junior, which is glitter, but it's in an ultra fine. And it's gonna be gorgeous up on here. So I just sprinkle it and I lightly rub it into my tape spots. This tape is super adhesive. I have to worry about it not sticking. And it's gonna give you the perfect glitter lines. And I love the ultra fine in this because when I get finished, when it has the after the first layer of epoxy, I'll go back and I'll do pinstriping on it with another color vinyl. It's like some kind of chrome vinyl. You could probably press this down a lot. I don't. It doesn't really need it. The adhesive tape is super sticky, so I don't worry about it. As long as I just want to make sure that it's all rubbed down into these lines, because it's not going nowhere. Oops, keep that. Oops, try to keep that junk out of my tape. I mean, out of my glitter. Oh, I think I'm really gonna like it with these purple lines. Oh, and there's a piece of tape I didn't see. Hang on. I'll have to go back for that. This is like the most royal purple we have. I love it. I don't use a clear spray paint to seal. I use Aquanet. So, but yes, you can. I would do that. It doesn't really matter though. It's I don't think it would matter if the glitter traveled over this pattern. I don't think it would. You wouldn't be able to see it that well. So, I mean, if you didn't, it's not the end of the world. But I normally do. I just seal it with a quick spray of hairspray, Aquanet. I use Aquanet, and it don't go anywhere. I missed a spot right there. All right, so that's a mess, but let me clean this up and I'm going to show you another little tip. I have to get some sheet protectors because mine are just like laid around somewhere and it's a mess. All right, so that's a mess. You're like, ew, that's gross. It is gross. So you're going to take, I use these. I get them on Amazon. I get a box of them for like $10 or whatever. I don't know. There's like 12. They're 4-inch like chip brushes or whatever. They are the best cleanup brushes on the planet. So then I missed a spot. Yikes. Let me, I missed a whole line right there. All right. Oh, and I still got some vinyl down there. I mean, the backing on some tape, but so you can see all your imperfections. I will fix all these if that's your thing, if it bothers you. Let me, this is contaminated, so I'm not putting that back in there. All right. So there we go. I have some tape. I have some tape that I didn't lift up right there. So I'll go back and pull up these little pieces for some reason. There we go. There we go. I don't have it. Let's see, so you can see it better. It's really pretty. So I will seal this, and then I'll put a clear coat of I'll quick set epoxy on it, and then I will go back and I'll finish it with like pinstriping. So this, I put some pinstriping on. I'll figure out a really cool color of pinstriping to make that pop off of there. But yeah, so there we go. And then and any places that look like I cut too short, which you'll see. Oh, look, right there. I'll just take a little bit of devil's glue and like put a little smidge right there and put my glitter so it doesn't stand out. You can fix anything. Don't think, oh my God, I ruined it. You did. Anything is fixable. But yeah. Oh, there it didn't take off. There's tape. The backing of the tape right there. There we go. There we go. But yep, there you go. I just used regular vinyl, Susan, and I cut it. So, so these are just sheets of vinyl. These are all the ones that I have. And I just cut, I make little long skinny rectangulars, and I use my vinyl machine, and I cut. That one might be pretty. Ooh, that might be pretty on there. I might use that one. And so I pre-cut them and keep them in a drawer, so I have them. I like the chrome look. It gives it like a little pop. You can use any kind of vinyl that you want. I personally like the chrome, so I have them. These are from all the other ones that I've done, and you don't use very many of them, and so I just keep them in my drawer. So the next time I do one, I already have them. There is, you don't know. If you, Monkey Mama, if you look on our website and you look under the tape, there's a picture, and it has all the measurements on the package. I can't remember exactly right off my head. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do the blue striping on here. But there you go. Like I said, not a quick cup, but I'm telling you, if you make this cup, you're never going to let nobody near it. I'm talking to you, Melissa, because it's like, oh my gosh. You're like, hey, I made that. That is fancy. And then you can be like, oh, I have a fancy cup. So see? Yeah. So I'll finish this one as well. Not on the live, because we've been on here a minute, but I'll finish this one, and then maybe I'll either come back and do live here, or we'll do live in the Facebook group, and I'll show you how to pinstripe it. Yes. Yes, we have classes. We usually have a very full class schedule. Before COVID, we did classes Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and sometimes on Sundays. So once all of this malarkey is lifted and we are able to do that again, you can go to our website and click on events, and it'll have our class schedule, and you will see all the classes that we offer, and then you will be able to click and sign up from there. So I will put the pinstriping in the middle of those lines like this. So in the middle of those purple lines, I'll put the pinstriping there, like I did on this one as well. And then this one as well. So this was blue, and then I put the gold pinstriping in the middle. So it just kind of makes it a little fancy. It gives it a little pop. It makes it look like you did something fancy. And it's really little effort. So yeah. All right, girls and boys, thank you so much for I am going to see if I can catch somebody to I don't know where my mouse is or anything else. See if I can catch one of the crew next door to see if they can come in epoxy for me. Possibly touch the epoxy today. But thank you for hanging out with me. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to our channel. Check us out over on Instagram because we have a contest going on over there. We'd love your support, and come and join us in Facebook. No, ooh, these are my personal jars. I just get these at Michael's. Oh, and I just spilled glitter. Crap. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Let me see if I can turn out of this. Bye, guys.